Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into the latest issue of Doom's Division, a story packed with betrayals, magical warfare, and a twist that flips everything we thought we knew about White Fox, Tiger Division, and the fate of Sunfire. If you've been following this series, buckle up, because this chapter doesn't just raise the stakes, it redraws the battlefield. Alright, let's get into it. So here's the deal. Tiger Division is South Korea's premier super team, their A squad, their top-tier defenders. These guys were supposed to be the good guys protecting their people. But then Doom swoops in with his whole One World Under Doom agenda, and suddenly they get rebranded as Doom's Division. Now Doom's got them enforcing his version of peace across Asia, which, spoiler alert, ain't really peace at all. It's control. It's dominance. It's that sketchy authoritarian vibe dressed up in a cape and some fancy speeches. And to make the team even stronger, Doom brings in 3 heavy hitters from neighboring nations, Wave, Arrow, and Karma. On paper, this Pan-Asian superhero alliance sounds legit, right? Unity, cooperation, all that good stuff. But in reality, it's propaganda. So Doom gives them their first major assignment: shut down Sunfire and his anti-Doom resistance movement. Now, for those who don't know, Sunfire's a mutant with serious firepower, literally. Dude can generate plasma hot enough to melt through pretty much anything. But more importantly, he's not down with Doom's regime, and he's been organizing resistance across the region. Here's where it gets hella complicated though. The team rolls up to handle Sunfire, but then, plot twist, Wave and Karma reveal they've been working with Sunfire this whole time. Like, they were double agents from the jump. And you can imagine how that goes over with the rest of the team. Trust? Shattered. Unity? Gone. Everyone's looking at each other like, wait, who's really on whose side here? But White Fox. She's still ride or die for Doom. And in a move that absolutely nobody saw coming, she straight up executes Sunfire. Doom doesn't play around. The whole team gets labeled as insubordinate and thrown into prison, beneath their own headquarters. But Gunnar too manages to escape. And he doesn't just dip and forget about his squad. Nah, he tracks down Lady Bright, former teammate, and they put together this whole rescue operation. And I gotta say, the fact that these two came through for the team when everything was cooked, that's what real heroes do. So the story kicks off proper in Seoul, and we get this interesting scene with Luna Snow. Now Luna's not just any hero, she's a K-pop star and a superhero, which is already a crazy combination. But she's also been working as a propagandist for Doom, and you can tell she's not exactly thrilled about it. She's on stage, crowd going crazy chanting her name, and she just lays it out there. Here I am. Luna Snow. Superhero. K-pop star. Propagandist for Dr. Doom. A great role model for all the kids. And the way she says it? Pure sarcasm. Then boom, one of Lady Bright's magical go-stop cards appears with a message. Sunfire dead. Tiger Division imprisoned. White Fox betrayed us. And just like that, Luna knows everything's about to pop off. Meanwhile, deep beneath Doom's division headquarters in Buramsan, the team's regrouping and trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Taegukki, basically the team leader, is heated. He's like, White Fox owes us answers for everything. Killing Sunfire, locking us up, all of it. And Karma backs him up, explaining that Doom didn't just want heroes stationed in Asia. He wanted enforcers who could crush resistance movements. White Fox was down to play that role, no questions asked. But here's what I love about Taegukki's character in this moment. He admits he used to believe White Fox had their best interests at heart, even if her methods were twisted. But now, trust is broken. So they decide to search her office, which is honestly a pretty solid tactical move. Mr. Enigma even jokes. Even evil leaves a paper trail. Now while they're moving through the compound, we get this really important moment between Arrow and Wave. Arrow pulls Wave aside and basically admits she was wrong. She thought Doom was doing good, was excited about the whole Unity thing. But now she sees it for what it really is. And Wave? She's gracious about it. Acknowledges that Sunfire's tactics weren't perfect either, people got hurt. She admits she should have brought Arrow into the loop earlier. But then she says, we'll talk later, maybe catch up on the latest C-drama. Right now, we've got other foxes to fry. The team splits up, Karma and Wave go looking for what White Fox did with Sunfire's body, or what's left of him, while the rest of the squad pushes forward. And of course, they run into guards because White Fox has got this whole place locked down. Bullets start flying, and Lady Bright comes in clutch with her magic cards, throwing up a force field to protect everyone. Taegukki's like, we'll never get through this maze if guards keep coming. And Lady Bright just seals off the tunnels behind them with more magical barriers. Problem solved. But then, speak of the devil, White Fox herself shows up. And this confrontation? This is what we've been building to. Taegukki doesn't waste time. White Fox, you've got a lot of explaining to do. And White Fox, ice cold. What's there to say? I gave you a mission, from Doom himself. You failed to complete it. Lady Bright steps up, calling out the hypocrisy. Is this Doom's vision? Heroes turning on each other? Eliminating anyone who dares to question the mission? But then White Fox drops this line. Peace doesn't always mean the absence of war. White Fox genuinely believes she's doing the right thing, that sometimes you gotta make hard calls, eliminate threats, follow orders. But Teguki? He ain't having it. That's not my definition of peace. That's not anyone's. We're done doing Doom's bidding. White Fox tries to pull some hypnotic fox magic, but Gunnar 2 blasts her mid-sentence. Hard to hypnotize anyone when you can't make a sound, he says, which is honestly a top-tier one-liner. The fight goes off. Lady Bright throws cards. White Fox dodges with that feline agility. Teguki catches her mid-lunge and throws her into a wall. Mr. Enigma channels electricity through metal wiring in the walls and hits her with a shock. For a second, it looks like they got her. But then White Fox transforms into her true fox form, sleek, predatory, dangerous as hell. And just when she's about to make a comeback, she gets frozen solid. Luna Snow has entered the chat. Did you think I'd hibernate forever? Luna says, and honestly, that entrance was perfect. She's hovering on ice, looking like an absolute boss. White Fox breaks free and tries to run, but Luna chases her down and traps her in a crystalline ice prison. Game over, right? Not quite. So they got White Fox contained, and Teguki is laying down the law. No hypnotism. No Kumiho magic. You gave us a mission we never would have accepted if we'd known the truth. Luna adds, we're giving you one chance, White Fox. Explain yourself. And then a voice from behind them says, I can explain. The team turns around and it's Sunfire. Alive. Walking. Totally fine. With Karma and Wave right next to him. Everyone's shook. Sunfire? And he's got the audacity to smirk and say, I'm hurt. You really thought I'd go down that easily? So here's what actually went down. White Fox was playing the long game the entire time. She was never really loyal to Doom. She was trying to establish a hidden base that Doom couldn't see or control. She needed to fool the Sorcerer Supreme himself, which meant the deception had to be absolutely convincing. When the order came down to eliminate Sunfire, she knew she had to make it look real. She trusted Lady Bright could sell the act, but she couldn't risk telling everyone because if even one person broke character, Doom would have seen through it. White Fox admits, if I'd gone all out, you wouldn't have a liver left. Which is her way of saying she held back. And Sunfire fires back with, you do look like you could use more vitamin A. Because even in the middle of this serious reveal, these characters still got jokes. Luna Snow steps into the center of the group and drops some real talk. Doom may cast a shadow over the world, but we all have a role to play, and choices to make. We can choose to be a light inside that shadow, or become part of the darkness ourselves. And that right there? That's the theme of this whole story. It's about choices. It's about what you're willing to compromise, what lines you won't cross, and whether you're gonna stand up for what's right even when it's hard. Teguki makes it official. Tiger Division can no longer support Dr. Doom. That much is clear. Sunfire puts his hand on Luna's shoulder and says, then let's be a thorn in his side. You're not the only one who's done things they regret, Luna. It's never too late to make a better choice. And bro, that's powerful. Because Luna's been struggling with her role as Doom's propagandist, and Sunfire's basically telling her, yeah, you messed up. We all have. But you can still choose different moving forward. But here's the thing, they're not out of the woods yet. The issue ends with White Fox sitting at her desk, making a virtual call to, presumably, Doom or one of his representatives. And she's selling the lie perfectly. It pains me to report that the prisoners have escaped. They took down all of my guards. I barely made it out alive. I can confirm the renegade Sunfire has been dealt with. She's maintaining the cover story, making Doom think everything went according to plan, from his perspective. She reports that the rest of Tiger Division has gone off the grid, and they're searching but can't find them. Meanwhile, Luna's looking at a photo of herself and her internal monologue says it all. One thing is for certain. Doom's division is no more. The final image? That photo with a bold caption overlaid. Defy Dr. Doom. By the end of Doom's Division number 5, the truth is out, and the team is done playing Doom's game. White Fox's secret agenda is exposed, Sunfire is revealed to be alive, and Tiger Division officially severs ties with Doom's regime. Luna Snow delivers the final blow, both literally and symbolically, freezing White Fox in her tracks and declaring the team's independence. But in a chilling final scene, White Fox spins the narrative in a private report, claiming the prisoners escaped and Sunfire was dealt with. The last word belongs to Luna. Doom's division is no more. And with that, the issue closes on a bold new chapter for these heroes, no longer enforcers of tyranny, but sparks of rebellion in Doom's shadow. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, where do you think Tiger Division goes from here? Thank you for watching. Peace.